leading the way with important local coverage. You're watching WISN 12 News.
And thank you for joining us this afternoon on what is a beautiful afternoon for special live coverage of the eclipse across America.
A historic day in the skies with a total solar eclipse taking place in 15 states across the country. The total eclipse, the crossing over North America starting in Mexico, totality happening in Mexico just after 1 this afternoon. Millions of people are traveling near and far to get a glimpse of the rare phenomenon.
And let's give you a live look here. This is from Milwaukee. A look at the skies as we are experiencing a partial eclipse here in about 20 minutes at about 2:08. This picture coming to us here from our photojournalist AJ here in Milwaukee.
So the countdown is on. We have team coverage of this rare phenomenon. 12 News' Nick Bohr and Cyrena Sandlin are in southeast Wisconsin.
We're going to start things off with Joyce Garbasiak, who's made her way down to Indianapolis just 20 minutes from totality. Joyce?
Derek, Kristen, it is so exciting. I have to tell you, every now and then I put these glasses on and I stare up at the sun and I'm absolutely blown away. The magnificence of the moon passing between the sun and the earth and the shadow it's casting. It is something to behold, and it is what all of these people here came to see. I'm at White River State Park, and you're getting a glimpse at just some of the 10 to 15,000 people who have come to this park. I spoke with an Indiana State Trooper who said that's the number they were expecting and that they have exceeded that because everybody wants to see this celestial event in person. And it didn't take us long to find a mother and daughter from southeastern Wisconsin who decided to make the trip too. Let's listen to their story.
It was just an excursion and an experience, and one of these things that you'll always remember.
I think I've always kind of weirdly been into astronomy and always looking at the stars and the moon. And so it was kind of, again, once in a lifetime experience of, it's in the United States, it's not too far away. But yeah, I guess I just had to come and see.
Yep, it was doable.
It is doable, even though that drive took a little longer than it normally does. It's typically about 4.5 hours from Milwaukee to get to Indianapolis. Yesterday added about 2 hours just because there was so much congestion and people wanting to see it. But you can hardly blame them, and the weather has cooperated. We were hearing so much about cloud cover. Now there are high, thin clouds, but it's not obstructing visibility at all. It is exciting. It is spiritual. There are families, there are pets, and everybody's so excited to see totality, which will happen at about 2:06 Milwaukee time here in Indy. So Derek, Kristen, for now, I'll get it back to you.
And Joyce, just looking at so many people who are behind you, I've got to ask, you met the couple from southeast Wisconsin. All over, I would imagine people are coming there to Indianapolis where you are.
Absolutely, Derek. I spoke with someone from Visit Indy, which had been coordinating this for years to expect all these people to come. They said they're anticipating people from all 50 states and 23 countries. Even yesterday at the hotel we were staying at, I met a woman from Maui, Hawaii, who wanted to come and see this in person. So it's pretty special.
We'd love to see everyone in the background, too. It's really uniting people. Joyce, thank you. We'll check back in with you in a little bit. And it's exciting to see so many people who want to see the eclipse, that path of totality. Who will see it, Molly?
Well, totality is down to our south, so we'll still catch a partial eclipse here in southeastern Wisconsin. We can take a look at that path. It started in Texas, and then it's going to work its way up through into the northeast. So Indianapolis likely going to see totality just a few minutes before we will. So that path just down to our south. The good news for us here in southeastern Wisconsin and for Joyce in Indianapolis, look at that satellite image. Perfect for a day like today. There's a few high, thin clouds like Joyce was saying, but for the most part, we have pretty clear skies, even here across southeastern Wisconsin, because we will not see totality here. If you want to get outside, you want to see it, you need to use a pinhole camera, or you need to wear the glasses to keep your eyes safe. But like we saw on the camera from here in southeastern Wisconsin already in Milwaukee, some of the moon already covering part of the sun. So let's go through the timeline. The partial eclipse officially began at 12:52 this afternoon. By 1:33, a lot of coverage. 2:08, it's not a total solar eclipse here, but that's when we'll have maximum eclipse coverage here in southeastern Wisconsin. And then the moon going to move away. The partial eclipse officially comes to an end right around 3:21. What are you going to notice here other than the fact that the sun is blocked by the moon? The temperature likely going to drop quite a bit, and with about 90% of the sun being blocked by the moon, it should get darker as the eclipse reaches the maximum here across southeastern Wisconsin. Just under 90% in Milwaukee, closer to 91% in Kenosha, 88.8% in Whitewater. The lowest in terms of just how much of the sun is going to be blocked. It's across our northern counties, but you'll be able to see a little bit of everything here in southeastern Wisconsin. And it really has been cool pretty much all day long to see so many people excited about science, Derek and Kristen. I think that's one of the things that I'm most pumped about.
They are joining you in their love for science, Molly. Thank you. You can always find the latest forecast on the free 12 News mobile app. That is where you can navigate weather impacts and also customize alerts for where you live.
And they're also talking about the feeling that you get when you see the eclipse. And we have hundreds of people at UWM Student Union waiting for that feeling.
That's where 12 News' Nick Bohr is with us this afternoon. Nick, kind of walk us through the experience where you are with the folks who are there at UWM.
Well, it really is a huge crowd here at Spates Plaza. Take a look here. Now, they were giving away glasses and some food, so college students, free food. Obviously, that's going to be a big draw as well. But look at all the folks that have turned out here to be a part of this, what is really a communal experience here for this area. A lot of students, a lot of people who live in the area bringing their kids. And up closer here, you can see there's a line to see the telescopes, to use the telescopes to look up and see as well the sun and all that's happening here as we near that peak point. Carl, can I bring you in here right now? Some of the people that are out here, Carl's one of them here. You live in this area. How come you wanted to be part of it?
Yeah, I live over on Summit Avenue.
Tell me why you wanted to be part of this.
I just was curious to come over here, and I'm amazed at all the people, and everybody's so friendly. It was really a wonderful experience, and people are all having a good time.
And tell me what it looked like when you looked through the telescope and through your glasses as well.
Yeah, when I looked through this type of glasses, then the sun was kind of a golden yellow. When I looked through these set up here, because of the filters, then the sun was kind of a dull gray. And it's moving fast. It really is. I don't think you have to go down to Indiana to see this. You're going to see just about the whole thing right here.
All right. Thanks a lot, Carl. I appreciate it. Nice job. So, right, a lot of folks in the community enjoying this, taking it in. And again, a communal experience, really. People saying, yeah, I could have watched it in the backyard and the balcony, but I wanted to be here among other people to see all of those reactions and certainly enjoying it as it nears the peak here in Milwaukee. And really, we won't see a total eclipse here in Milwaukee until 2099, so that'd be a bit of a wait. So I think that everybody's trying to cash in on their best bet right now.
Absolutely, and of course, when you got free food on a college campus, you're bound to get hundreds of people to show up, if not for this spectacular event.
Those are two good words to use.
Absolutely. 12 News' Nick Bohr live at UWM.
And we're going to continue with 12 News' Cyria Sandlin. She's live at Longfellow Middle School. Cyria, so many children had to get permission slips in order just to watch this eclipse with their classmates.
Kristen, I've made a lot of new friends this afternoon. I'm here with the 6th grade class at Longfellow Middle School in Wauwatosa. They are all so excited. They've got their glasses. They've been watching the coverage all day long. So, all right, guys. So what's crazy about this is the next total eclipse will be, these kids will be my age, but the next total eclipse in Milwaukee will not be till 2099. I want to bring in the principal here, Seth Larson. This energy, these kids, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for them.
Yeah, it really is. It would be hard to have the kids in school trying to learn other things when this is happening. So hats off to the science department for organizing this, getting all the glasses in time. So we're going to take advantage.
All right. What did you guys got to do to prep and get the kids ready for this?
Well, it looks like we could have done a little bit more at this point. But again, just giving some lessons about why this is important and how rare it really is. Just getting them excited to come out.
Absolutely.
So, it really is. It's going to take care of itself.
And we're just getting ready right now. I've got my glasses. We've all been looking up. It's such an amazing experience for these kids out here. So we're going to send it back to you and get ready to watch this eclipse with the 6th graders at Longfellow Middle middle school.
And their excitement is really palpable, too. So in case you couldn't hear the principal, he said he's excited. The children are excited, as if you couldn't tell in that video. And he said that they had lessons about why it's important, and just to see their faces and hear their joy.
This was probably one of the live shots I was kind of most anticipating with students, because, I mean, looking at that, you feel like you're at the championship run for the Bucks with all fans, you know, celebrating behind. That's how excited folks are for this specific event.
And it's really bringing people together, too, which is a good thing. You're seeing hundreds of people gather together. You heard them talk about different people from different places, ages, groups, everything. So it's uniting people.
It really is. And so we want to check back in with our Joyce Garbasiak, who is in Indianapolis. And just a note for our viewers, you probably experienced a little bit of a delay between us talking to Joyce just because of our signal. So, Joyce, we're going to send things down to you for an update from Indy.
All right, Derek, thanks so much. Yeah, I heard the excited kids in Cyria's live shot. I spoke to somebody who was pretty excited, too. He is a physics professor.
This is fantastic. I have never had the opportunity to see a total eclipse before, so I am totally jazzed that one came to me in my hometown of Indianapolis. They will be seeing in Milwaukee, they'll be getting a partial eclipse. It's not something you can look at directly, so of course eclipse glasses, just like these, and wear those whenever you're looking at the sun. There's a temptation to just keep sneaking a peek, but there are no nerve endings in your eye, and you can do damage without feeling it. So please use real eye protection, even if you just want to glance at the sun. As it begins, the first thing you'll see is the sun will be round, but they'll just have a little bite out of the corner. It's one disk moving in front of another, so it's just like overlaying two cardboard circles on a table. And you'll first see that little notch. That's called first contact. In the minutes before, you'll see what are called shadow bands. And if you lay a white sheet down on the ground, you will see shadows sort of moving across that. What's happening there is the atmosphere is acting like the water in a swimming pool. If you look at the bottom of a swimming pool, you'll see those patterns of dark and light shadows. Those are coming from the ripples on the surface of the pool. Then there'll be the totality. And it will abruptly be considerably darker. It won't be pitch black, but it will be dim, it'll be twilight. And if you have a good horizon, you'll be able to see sunrise-like pink light all the way around 360 degrees. The corona of the sun will become visible. That is the thing I'm personally looking forward to the most. It's the outer atmosphere of the sun, which is never visible during any other time because the sun is too bright and the sky around it is blue. We're getting all of that scattered light, so you can't see it. The stars will come out. We will be able to see Jupiter and Saturn and some of the other planets from here. They'll be all in a line with the sun in the middle. That should be fantastic as well.
You know, it was about 74 degrees about an hour ago, and we can feel how much cooler it is. That's one of the side effects, if you will, as the sun is being blotted out now. It's so cool. I don't know if you can see, there is a white sheet on the ground. What they're doing there is trying to catch those shadow bands that the professor was talking about. So people here are really into it, and it'll just be a few matter of moments at about 3:06 Eastern Time, 2:06 Milwaukee time, is when Indy will be in totality for a grand total of 3 minutes, 47 seconds. People are excited. They're reacting. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can look up, and there's just a sliver of sun left here. So just a few more seconds and we should be in totality. So exciting. Derek, Kristen?
Yeah, just about 5 minutes away. Joyce, thank you. It really is great looking at the piece that Joyce put together there with the professor.
Right.
Seeing folks who are scientists like yourself and our Weather Watch 12 team get excited about events and everybody joining them with that excitement.
Absolutely. It's so fun to see groups of people just like that pumped about totality. I was working back in St. Joseph, Missouri in 2017. We were in the path of totality. Of course, it was cloudy, but I got the 360-degree sunset, which is something that, I mean, I may never get to experience again. It's something that's very special, very unique. And even here in Milwaukee, we'll be able to see, if you do kind of a waffle with your hands or you're looking through a pinhole camera, you'll be able to see those really cool shadows that he was talking about too.
Another thing that he said that I thought was important, he said, protect your eyes. You can cause damage to your eyes without even feeling it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and there is the temptation to just look up. I was so tempted just driving into work today, knowing that it wasn't even total. If you're in totality, you don't have to have the glasses on when the sun's completely covered. But if you have the glasses, or if you want to make a pinhole camera, you just need to make a small dot in a cereal box. So it's easy. You have time. We have about, 6 minutes until we have the maximum here. So you can step outside, take a look. If you don't have the glasses, look on the ground. There's still things you'll be able to see. But it really is, it's unique. And the next eclipse here isn't for about 20 years across the United States and across North America. So,
so cool
this is a special experience.
And right here in Milwaukee, we'll have a little under 90% totality, but that's not stopping people from gathering. UWM Milwaukee, the student union, that's where our 12 News' Nick Bohr is live right now, with so many students looking up, and a lot of people gather there too.
Yeah, Nick.
Right, there sure are. There's thousands of them, a lot of them grabbing these glasses just like this. 3,600 glasses they gave out, and they're all gone. And I have to say, you can tell, even though it still looks sunny out, it is in a way, of course, because of so much of that sun being covered right now, it does look a little dimmer. It's very, very odd, and people, most of them certainly looking up right now, trying to get that view as we near the point, that 89% that we're expected to get here in Milwaukee, at least just in a few minutes now. And as we said, there's a total eclipse for the Milwaukee area, but it doesn't come till 2099. So this is the best look that any of us are going to get of that for quite some time. So people certainly out enjoying this. They're using telescopes to view it as well. Big long lines for that. And certainly people are enjoying this moment as it comes here and trying to savor it as they look up at the skies.
Nick, one question we have for you. You mentioned that it was getting dimmer. What about the temperature? Is it feeling cooler at all just a bit?
I guess it probably is, right. It's been unseasonably warm, or at least what we've had lately. But I'd say it has cooled off a little bit. The sun not quite as warm as you turn around and feel it on your face. So, yeah, I'd say that that's true.
All right, 12 News' Nick Bohr live at UW Milwaukee.
And now we want to head back out to 12 News' Joyce Garbasiak, who is live in Indianapolis. Joyce, we're hearing about the feeling of it being cooler. I know you explained that as well. What about the feeling of it feeling out there? Like people have been saying, it's kind of an outer body experience.
It really is, Kristen. It's so cool. Like as I was explaining when you first came to me, you put the glasses on and you look up, and to be able to witness the moon passing through the sun and the earth, it's been fun because I've had a chance to learn, and you're starting to hear people react because with every few minutes, oh my goodness, there is just a little sliver of sun that you can still see. And there's such a temptation, as the professor was saying, to get a glimpse and look at it, but you really shouldn't. However, when it goes in totality, that is the one time where it's safe to take the glasses off and check it all out. But people are just reacting. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is just so cool to witness this. The list of 2017, but what's really special about this one, the path that it went over, it passed over more cities and more densely populated areas than the 2017 path did. And I have to tell you, I don't know if you can, I'm just going to stop talking for a minute because people are cheering.
No, that is perfect, Joyce. And just want to let our viewers know the image we're seeing now is from a camera where you are, and we can see that sliver getting smaller and smaller as we approach that corona, that full totality there in Indianapolis. And yes, Joyce, we certainly can hear the cheers getting louder the closer we get to the moment right here.
And there it is.
I know that it is like darkness has suddenly.
We're having some technical difficulties with Joyce in that connection, but you can feel the excitement there.
And there it is, as the camera, you know, we're battling with cell signals here, but this is the moment that we've been waiting for, that we've been talking about. This is, Molly, the Corona.
Look at that.
And this is when you can take your glasses off.
Exactly, and you could see it was completely dark at first. Now you can see that ring around the moon. So the moon's creating the shadow. It was completely dark because there was a filter on the camera to keep the camera safe, just like we got to keep our eyes safe. So they were able to take the filter off, and now you can see. I mean, it's incredible. It looks surreal. It really is the images behind us. It's something that we don't get to see very often. It's incredible.
So rare. The last time this happened, 2017. The next time it will happen, 2044. So it is exciting to see people band together over something as rare and special as this. Just the world showing us different things.
And I know, I mean, just like this, I'm getting chills. I'm going to be honest. And so there's a reason that people travel to it. It's very unique. It's very different. And it really, I mean, I'm in awe of how many people are pumped to see some science happening right in front of our eyes. And we don't have totality here. In the future, in 20 years, if you can go see totality, this is why you want to. It's super cool just to see that corona. And you can see some of the bright spots. I know here in Milwaukee, if you're looking at it there. So we'll start to have our maximum totality right about now. And it's tough to see on this camera right now because so much of the sun is blocked. But when I was talking to our photographer that's running that camera, and he said there's a satellite in front of the sun. It's actually sunspots. So if you're looking through a filter, if you're looking through those special glasses, you have a very clear view of the sun. You can see some of the sunspots. It creates opportunities that we don't get to see too often here in southeastern Wisconsin.
Absolutely beautiful. And Joyce, I'm hoping you can hear us still at this moment and talk to our viewers just about this moment. What the feeling is like, because so many people say it's not just about what you see, but it's what you can feel. Kind of walk us through the experience of the feeling right now.
I can hear you, Derek. I'm hoping that you can hear me. It is almost beyond words to feel the power of nature and to actually witness what's happening here, and it's just people just coming together. I had spoken with that Indiana State Trooper, and he said, you know, we're used to 300,000 people coming for the Indy 500, and what we want to do is turn race fans into space fans. And it's a very different vibe because while you're looking from
We'll try to get Joyce back if we can, but I know Joyce out there earlier said that the Visit Indianapolis Center said that they were expecting people to travel from all 50 states in order to see it in totality, and they're also expecting people from several countries.
I think she said 20 countries, because there are
not just us.
The next total eclipse that goes across the United States is in about 21 years, but there's more that'll happen between now and then, just not in the United States. And there's eclipse chasers that'll go to all of these different spots because it's such a unique and awe-inspiring experience. Even just seeing it on a camera is pretty special right now.
And you're seeing the different age groups too.
Right.
You see different people with Joyce. You see Cyria there with Longfellow Middle School. Everyone is excited across all generations.
Seeing the kids, seeing the adults, everyone, so many different age groups getting excited about this. And Molly, what about the timing of how long this is going to last, the eclipse in Indy?
So totality, I think, in Indy is about 5 minutes. I could have that a little bit wrong. It's different depending on, so if you look at some of our graphics, it's a circle, really a shadow of the moon that's going across the United States. And so depending on where you are in that circle, it'll last a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. This is what's happening right now. In between the sun and the earth, the moon is actually casting a shadow. So if you're viewing this from above the clouds, it really just looks like a little circle that's moving across the United States, which is kind of cool. And so now we're starting to see, Stephen, is this in Milwaukee? So you can see this is most of the sun's being blocked. We have about 10% of the sun visible, so it should be a little bit cooler. It should be a little bit darker out there. We're still seeing the light, so again, it's important. You have to wear your glasses if you're going to look right at the sun in Milwaukee right now.
We want everyone's eyes protected.
Yes.
And we want everyone's excitement to keep on. Cyria probably has the most excited group out there.
She does, so let's check back in with Cyria Sandlin at Longfellow Middle School in Wauwatosa. Cyria, I can imagine what the experience is like for you and all of the students there.
Yeah, Kristen, Derek, it's a little bit quieter now. When you first joined me, the kids were like right behind me, but we all spread out a little bit. But as you can see, they're all super excited. You know, this is such a unique experience. They've been learning about this for weeks, and now Longfellow Middle School, all of the students are outside watching it. So right now I'm with the 6th grade class. There's about 250 students behind me, and then out on the softball field, there's the 8th graders and the 7th graders are on the basketball court. So they're really making sure this is a true lesson for everyone here. I've been talking to the kids, and they really said they didn't know what to expect, and they put on their glasses, looked up, and they've just been blown away. Again, like Molly said, it's going to be another 20 or so years before we see this, so they'll all be much older by that point. So this is really just so cool to see these kids excited to learn about science and this amazing experience that is happening right now. So we're going to stay out here. It's definitely gotten chillier and windier. The temperature has dropped. I'm glad I wore a jacket because, like Molly was discussing, you know, it is getting a little bit cooler. So right now we're just kind of sitting and waiting and watching. And as you can see, the kids are enjoying this with each other, and we're going to stick out here and enjoy it with them, guys.
It seems like some of those hoodies went on and got zipped up along the way.
Right, and Cyree, I'm glad you mentioned the experience and the learning experience for these students, because we mentioned the next one, 20 years. These students in 20 years, some of them will be the scientists that we will be having on the air to talk about an experience like this, and maybe this is what spurred them into the field.
Exactly, Derek, because think about it. You can read about this in a textbook, but when you really experience and you remember coming out with your friends and being at your school, watching it happen before your eyes, I mean, that's just an invaluable lesson that you really can't get out of a textbook or in a classroom. This is living history that they're getting to experience.
It really is. It is great to see such young minds being, introduced and examining the world of science. I'm a little jealous of our folks who are out in the field to be out there.
You can really feel it.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then we want to take another look
it's nice being in the studio, but today I'm glad I'm here.
Absolutely.
Way to rub it in, Cyree. All right, we got you.
Cyree Sandlin live at Longfellow Middle School. So we just want to bring our conversation back to Molly here. What a great day, and the weather certainly turned out to be perfect for this.
And I know there were a lot of concerns with cloud cover. Clouds are tough to forecast a week out, so I'm glad that we're seeing clear skies. Joyce is seeing clear skies in Indianapolis. There's still an experience that you get when it's cloudy, but there's something really special about actually being able to see it. And to your point, Derek, I'm thinking of what this would have been like for me as my little science nerdy self back when I was in 2nd, 3rd grade. And it's one of those days that those kids are hopefully going to remember forever, and it may even spur some of them to be eclipse chasers in the future. So they may get to see one before 21 years from now in 2045 when the next one is.
It's definitely nice to see the excitement from everyone.
Absolutely,
and
every
see how
age.
the eclipse is bringing people together. We're going to have more coverage continuing on ABC News until 3 o'clock, and then you can always check back with us too for our coverage as well.
Right, we want to thank you for joining us. Thank all of our crews, Joyce, Cyree, and Nick, and Molly Bernard here. Thank you for joining us here for this special eclipse coverage. Our next newscast starts at 4 o'clock. We will see you then. Good afternoon.